All right, this is the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. And you were just listening to some of that rumble funk.
Yes.
That's that rumble funk. Oh, my God. That might be, you might have outdone yourself with that one, G. Monetti.
Yeah, man. In the crates, bro.
Oh, those are all Moody Beats. Made by the 2015 podcast co-host of the year, Mr. G. Monetti.
Yeah.
They call him Gerald Moody. Some people call him the Black Ed McMahon. Mm-hmm. My name is Michael Rapaport, a.k.a. the Gringo Mandingo, a.k.a. the Backdoor Man. Coming live and direct from the Gloom Tomb. We're going on tour this month, July. The world tour starts in Minneapolis, Minnesota, July 28th at the Cedar Cultural Center. The 29th, we're going back to back on that ass. Turner Hall Ballroom in Milwaukee. And then we're going to take a little break, get our minds right. July 31st in Chicago, in the Chi, at the Lincoln Hall. You can get all the tickets at IamRapaportTour.com, IamRapaportTour.com. We would love to see the people. We're trying to get something really special popped off in Milwaukee. We're trying to do something special in every city. Oh, shit. I just want to jump into this because I don't think there's ever been a call from the fans of the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast as passionate and as clear and as unanimous as what happened today, earlier today. There's a shit bandit in the Upper East Side of Manhattan.
Yeah, around your way. Yes,
sir. Around my way. I grew up on the Upper East Side. I like to call it the Upper Beast Side because shit goes down up there, literally. Twitter demanded, Facebook and Instagram demanded that we gave this guy might go down as the sick fuck of the year for sure. He's definitely the leading candidate.
He's in the running, no doubt.
I mean, I don't see how anybody's going to beat this guy because the creativity and just the pure sickness of it. A guy, and it's caught on camera in broad daylight, ran up on a woman. So just the fact that you run up on a woman, you're going to be scared to death. Like just a stranger running up on you. The guy ran up on her. This is 100% true. You know, we don't fact check, but you can break rule number 1 of the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast if you don't believe us, because this is 100% true. On the Upper East Side, where I was born and raised, a 33-year-old woman was walking alone in the middle of the day when a man came out of nowhere. He ran up to this woman with a bag of shit. Or some shit in his hands. He had a bag of shit. They're saying it's waste. I say shit. And he stuffed it down the back of her pants. The woman, scurried away because obviously she didn't know what was happening. Later to find out that this gentleman had attacked her with a bag of shit. It's human shit. They did the testing on it. And my friend, you are the sick fuck of the week.
This award is earned, not given. It's called the sick fuck of the week. This guy's really sick. Lock him up. How could you do it? Don't let him out. Damn. You fucked the dog? You what? You fucked the dog? Why would you fuck the dog? Why would you fuck your girlfriend's dog? What? Sick fuck. The sick fuck of the week. It's earned. Earned. Not given. You did what? No.
He did this to 2 people. So now this is a serial shit thrower, shit flinger, and by definitely the sick fuck of the month. Would you say, Monetti? How's anyone going to beat this guy?
I don't know if anyone could surpass just the savagery and the nastiness of that. But I may have a contender.
Oh, right now?
Right now.
Wait. Before you go into this, we need to give this guy his time.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of anything like this, G Monetti?
No, but this guy might be the guy, when you go to a public restroom and you see crap smeared all over the wall. This may be that type of personality.
Well,
but this guy
obviously he didn't want to smear it.
He did smear it. He smeared it on her buttocks.
Oh man!
And he had surgical gloves on, so God knows what's in that crap.
Oh, let me tell you something. Well, we stay on this guy, and I want to hear your guy. If this had happened to me, and I feel so bad for this woman, it's such a violation.
Me too.
I don't know what I would do with myself. I have a cat shitting in my front lawn. And the other day, I didn't realize the cat was shitting. I smelled something, and I thought it was like mud. And I realized I had cat shit on my hand, and it literally almost made me vomit and fall out. This is for real. You know this about me.
I know.
I'm very, very sensitive to these kinds of things. I literally almost fell out. I don't know. I really wish somebody could help me on Twitter, Instagram. You could get us on IamRapaportStereoPodcast.com. I need help because I have a cat violating my house. I got these 2 fucking dogs next door. They won't shut the fuck up.
Again?
Gee, I got these dogs next door. I don't know how it's going to work. I know you haven't been into the new crib. I got 2 dogs. These motherfuckers they're little rabid, flea-ridden little bastards, and they bark all the fucking time. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this shit. I'm getting it from the back and the front. I'm getting it from the back and the front. I can't, first of all, the fact that a cat is coming in my front lawn and shitting and burying it, I hate cats. I'm a dog person. And aside from being a dog person, I'm barely a people person. I'm a sit alone in a dark room with a remote control in my hand person. So to be violated by, I hate cats, and I always look at people that are cat people sideways. No disrespect to my mom. Shout out to June Brody. She loves her cats. I pet them. I play with them. I give them love. But I don't fucking trust them. I don't trust them. So for me to touch an unknown cat shit early in the morning while I'm going to walk my dog, the lovely Wheezy Rapaport, a.k.a. the news dog of the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast, just set me off in a bad way.
But why would you... why would you touch that in the first place?
I didn't know what it was, Gerald. I was picking up... I didn't know what it was going on. I was like, there was a light. I didn't touch it on... You think I did it on purpose?
No, but nobody... I mean, you see some brown shit there.
I didn't see it. I thought there's a light, and I was moving the light on the ground. It wasn't... Listen, how am I... I'm the victim here. I'm the victim here. I'm not I didn't do anything wrong. I'm a victim. Please treat me as such.
I hear you. I got you.
Thank you. Please. But back to this guy. I hope they catch this shitting bandit. They have another thing called phantom shitters. Where
I heard about that.
These people are real sick. Now, it's hard to catch them to actually give one of them a Sick Fuck of the Week award. But what they do is they make it into an artistic statement. They will shit in public in a bathroom and then wrap it in toilet paper and hang it in a bathroom stall and design it like a Halloween thing, except for like the showcase item is shit. These are called phantom shitters. You know how they had those ghost riding? Now they have ghost shitting. And this is a whole thing that I don't know who's doing this, and they're creative about it. So I hate to start the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast with this much sort of a shit talk, but we were compelled. The audience called for it.
Yeah,
she called for. I have to say, I made a mistake on 74th Street and First Avenue is where the woman who was caught on video. The first incident with the shitting bandit, the poop tosser. Mm-hmm. That was on 90 something Street. The other one was on 74th Street and First Avenue, which, as you know, G. Monetti, I mean, how close is that to my father? This guy could have got my father.
That's your hood.
That's my hood. These cocksuckers up there doing this. We need to get this fucker.
Yo, the first incident, he threw the crap and it hit a woman in her face.
Oh, I would need so much therapy and help, and I don't know how I would come back from that. Honestly, I don't know how I would come back from something like that. I'm not going to lie, I have a very fragile disposition. I don't know how I would recover.
Yo, I ain't going back to your hood, man.
Yeah, you thought it was tough in Brownsville.
We never did that in Brownsville.
Nah. Who's your sick fuck of the week, second place candidate, or somebody who could possibly top this, which I just don't see happening?
New Zealand man gets caught fucking a manhole cover on the pavement.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay,
It's on tape.
I got. Now, can I have more details about this gentleman?
I think he was on some type of synthetic marijuana, and an office building. The workers looked outside and saw this guy humping a manhole cover.
He was on that. Listen, that's a gallant effort to try to top the first guy, but the first guy is the sole first, second, and third place sick fuck of the week. This is the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. We'll be right back. Are you looking to spice things up in the bedroom? Huh? You've been fantasizing about surprising your lover with a new adventurous new toy or an adult movie? Huh? Well, here's an offer you can't resist. Go to adamandeve.com for a limited time and you'll get 50% off just about any item. But that's not all. Oh, no. No. When you select your one item at 50% off, you'll also receive 3 free adult DVDs for a little inspiration, if you know what I mean. Plus a free extra gift so sensual that I can't even mention it on the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. And to top it all off, they'll even throw in free shipping on your entire order. Okay, and I ain't kidding. So check out adamandeve.com today for this special offer. Get 50% off one item when you type in Buck Wild. BUCKWILD. Buck Wild for the offer code upon checkout. When you do, you'll get 3 free DVDs, a free extra gift, and free shipping. Just use the offer code BuckWild at adamandeve.com. That's BuckWild at adamandeve.com. Have a little fun in the bedroom. Spice things up. We're all adults. This is the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. G. Monetti.
Yo.
So, Kanye West released this video last week. He had a whole big to-do, a big get-together at the Forum in California, the fabulous Forum. And, you know, it was a big live thing, and it was cool, a cool event, apparently. I wasn't there. I was sleeping. I slept through the whole fucking thing. It's been all over the news, and one part of the video has Kanye, his wife, and then it has like they don't know if it was wax figures or CGI, CGF. They don't know how it was, but they had like figurines in the bed, like they were all sleeping in a gigantic bed. They had Donald Trump laying next to Amber Rose, laying next to Taylor Swift, laying next to Chris Brown, laying next to this one, that one, and the other one. There was a few other, George W. Bush. And you know, and it was, you know, it's one of his artistic statements. You know, we've talked about Kanye at length on the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. I listened to his album over and over and over. I find it disappointing because I think he's enormously talented. He has the ears of so many people, especially the young people who don't know good from bad when it comes to music. And I feel like he's choosing to sway away from traditional hip hop. And I think it's detrimental to the culture. That's neither here nor there. I saw the piece of the video, and I could care less. I think the song is okay. Again, I don't think it's. I think it's catchy. I heard it. I catch it in my head sometimes.
Is it funky?
What's that?
Is it funky?
No, it ain't funky. It ain't funky. It's catchy. But Lena Dunham, the creator of Girls, the show on HBO. It's called Girls on HBO. It takes place in Brooklyn. The name of the show should actually be called White Girls because it's a show in Brooklyn about 4 or 5 friends who are girls that are all white. Right. I actually enjoy the show. I don't love it. I think it's good. I think it's sort of speaking for a certain generation, not necessarily the generation that I want to leave things in their hands. Nonetheless, we call this generation the hipster fucks. But the show, the first season, it got backlash because, again, it takes place in Brooklyn and there was no black characters. So what do you do the second season? Her character, I can't remember the name of the character, she starts dating a black guy and gets piped out by a black guy. Because how other way to justify the fact that the first season had no other black people in it, right?
Right. And
Get a black guy.
And they didn't exist, right? You didn't see him at all in Brooklyn.
No, not at all. They didn't exist, and they barely exist the third, fourth, and fifth season.
Of course.
And there's no Puerto Ricans.
Nobody.
No anything. But these are the hipsters. Yep. Anyway, I like Lena Dunham. I'm a fan of hers. I think she's very, very talented. Nonetheless, she talks shit, and I'm actually a shit talker too. So after Kanye's video came out, I guess people said she was coming to the defense because Taylor Swift was one of the people that was in the bed with Kanye, like fake Taylor Swift. It's not really Taylor Swift, but they said Lena Dunham was coming to her defense. I didn't hear, and then Lena Dunham made a post or an interview comment, but Taylor Swift's name wasn't in it. So I don't see how she was coming to the defense of Taylor Swift, but she said, there's waxy bodies of famous women twisted like they've been drugged and chucked aside at a rager, and it gives me a sickening sense of disease. I know that it's art. She knows about art. She understands art. But, this video and these people in the video were reduced to a pair of waxy breasts. And then the thing that really ticked me off is she said, it makes me feel sad and unsafe and worried for teenage girls who watch this and may not understand the grainy, roving camera, the stuff of snuff films. And I want to say this about what Lena Dunham said. If you ever watch her show, at any given moment, you might see somebody, particularly her, with their snapper hanging out at the top of a scene, not getting naked. There's no warning sign. It's like, talk about shock value. Talk about not making me feel safe. Talk about not making little kids feel safe. Little kids have access to cable and HBO. You could turn on HBO at any time and catch an old episode of Girls and see Lena Dunham doing day-in-the-life things, butt-ass naked. That doesn't make me feel safe. Because when it's and I'm saying this with all due respect, because I never would criticize a woman's looks. I think Lena Dunham's cute, but essentially, it's like what Chris Farley did or John Belushi did. It's a chubby white girl, and I say that with no disrespect.
That's doing reality,
huh?
That's the reality.
Right. It's no disrespect. Listen, you don't see me walking around. I'm not Brad Pitt over here. It's a chubby white girl doing day in the life shit, butt ass naked, and just because it's a chubby day in the life of some white girl, butt ass naked, doesn't mean that it's safe. Okay? I never know when I watch this show when I'm going to see somebody sucking somebody off, fucking somebody, and because it has a little irony and it's comedy. That doesn't mean that it's okay, especially if you're going to criticize someone else. I totally support women. I don't have to be a proud feminist like it's become hip and trendy for men to say I'm a proud feminist. I think that's bullshit. I could support women. I could support strong women. I could support creative women and not go around having to fucking put on my Twitter and Instagram handle, I'm a proud feminist. The fuck out of here with that bullshit. That's like a way for straight dudes to try to get ass, to go to show how much they identify with women. I could love and respect women and not have to go around saying, I'm a feminist. Okay? And just because, she didn't mention, I can understand if she said, I felt unsafe because, your image can be used and portrayed in a video and you're naked. That would make me feel unsafe. God forbid Kanye put me in the bed butt-ass naked. That would make me feel unsafe. But she wasn't talking about that. She said the context of the video made her feel unsafe.
And what context is that?
It's just they're laying in a bed like it's like like a sleepover. Who knows? It doesn't imply that they had sex or they didn't have sex. I think it's just like all these Ray J's in the bed, Kim Kardashian. It's like irony. Donald Trump's in the bed. You don't see any.
Right. If this woman is getting naked on her show, what is that? What's the problem? You
exactly.
doing it?
And Gerald, I know you haven't seen the show. She'll be playing ping pong butt ass naked. She'll lay there in the middle of a scene. She'll flash her snapper like it's nothing.
That's insecurity.
I don't know if it's insecurity or not, and I'm not body shaming. You could kiss my ass with all that bullshit. All that hipster shit, like you can't say, I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I think she's cute. I think she's funny and all that shit. But for her, of all people, to say that Kanye West video makes her feel unsafe and sad, Wigga, please, you got to be crazy with that bullshit. And a scene will start and she'll just be walking around ass out, all of that stuff. And just because it's a girl who's heavyset, it's like, I understand, some women are feel empowered. And I get all that. I get all the positivity of all that. But that's what I'm saying. Why is it okay for you to do that? I mean, she literally will show Beaver. In a scene,
they should
full
cast
Beaver.
me.
Like, you're like, how is this on HBO? Like, kids could be just flipping the channels trying to find SpongeBob or Dora the Explorer, and then boom, this comes on. Anyway.
Cast me as a Brooklyn guy to come in there. I'll get in there naked. I wouldn't have no problem getting naked.
Okay, well, we're going to put that out there. The show's actually off the air, but you're saying you'd be happy to get naked in girls.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm from Brooklyn.
Brownsville.
Right. I represent Brownsville. You want to get naked? I'll get naked. Let's see what happens.
This is the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Play It, a new podcast network featuring radio and TV personalities talking business, sports, tech, entertainment, and more. Play it at play.it.
The 4th of July is coming up, and Jason Pierre-Paul, last year, if you've forgotten, blew his fucking fingers off with some fireworks. Remember this, G?
Of course.
And he lost some fingers and disfigured his hand, and he somehow, thank God, because I'm a fan of his, and although we gave him a hard time as we should, and as a lot of the sports media did. He made it back to the Giants and had a very productive season, and thank God. I'm glad he didn't ruin his career. But this year for 4th of July, this is a true thing. Last year he was fucking around with fireworks and blew his fucking hand off. And what did he lose? 2 fingers, G?
Yeah, 3.
He lost 3 or he lost 2?
Basically 3.
Homeboy's got a lobster claw. That's what he's working with for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
And now he's doing a PSA for fireworks for this 4th of July.
Fact.
And I feel like you got the wrong guy. You got the wrong guy doing the PSA. I feel like a more effective PSA would be Mr. Danny Aiello and Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yeah.
And I imagine that going like this. Show him your fucking hand. No. Put the fucking claw up to the camera. Look at this fucking hand. Look what he fucking did. This cocksucker blew his fucking fingers off. Listen, kids, you want to have a fucking lobster claw? Huh? You want a fucking claw hand? Don't you fuck with fireworks this year, you dumb motherfuckers, or you're gonna blow your fucking hand up. You might blow your fucking face off, you dumb fuck. This is Danny Aiello, you cocksucker. Stay away from the M80s, you motherfucker, you, or you're gonna have a fucking hand like this asshole. This is Danny Aiello. This is a public service announcement.
That's great. That's right.
Thank you.
That's the best. I mean, they couldn't do it any better than that.
I mean, that would get the point across. This guy,
Absolutely.
he doesn't even have his fingers back to be saying anything.
Yeah. Just for some silly fireworks, you lose 3 fingers.
Holy shit.
That is so fucked up.
So I've mentioned this before on the Iron Rapaport Stereo podcast. I've had a Sports Illustrated collection since 1977.
Yeah.
I don't collect them anymore. My father threw out the bulk of my collection. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that. It was probably worth thousands of dollars. But when I left the house, he was like, your shit's going too. I get it. I understand. I got kids. I wouldn't want them leaving their fucking anything around. Once they're out, they got to go. But you could have at least asked me. I would have came and picked them up. It's fine. We moved on. But some of the annual issues that they have of the Sports Illustrated is the Sportsman of the Year, of course. The most famous one is the swimsuit edition. Mm-hmm. And this time of year, every summer, when sports slows down after the NBA Finals, after the NFL Draft, there's this sort of dead period in sports. Right now, there's just one sport going on right now. It's just baseball. Coming up will be the Olympics this year, so that'll give it more action. But usually this is the dog day of sports. If you notice, ESPN, Fox Sports 1, and all these sports channels, they struggle for content. They'll do some, they'll do some unorthodox stuff just to get through the episodes of the show. So one of the issues of Sports Illustrated they have yearly is Where Are They Now? So they'll do Where Are They Now? And they'll have Where Are They Now? They'll have like William Refrigerator Perry, or they'll have Where Are They Now? Rocky Blyer from the Pittsburgh Steelers, or Where Are They Now? Like, I know they had Darryl Dawkins. Shout out to Darryl Dawkins. Rest in peace on Planet Lovetron. Or they'll do Where Are They Now? World Be Free. Or where are anybody? Random different athletes from all different sports, broadcasters. It's Where Are They Now? Right. And you'll be like, oh, shit, I haven't thought about so-and-so in this many years. And this year, the cover girl for Where Are They Now? Again, this is to remind you of somebody who you might not have heard of in the last 10, 15 years. The cover girl for the fucking Where Are They Now issue is Caitlyn Jenner. And I want to say this to Sports Illustrated, you motherfuckers. I know where this motherfucker is. I know where he is. I'm tracking him 24 fucking hours a day, 365. You can't get away from Caitlyn and the crew. So how dare you disrespect me, a long-time subscriber to Sports Illustrated, with Caitlyn fucking Jenner on the way. If you want to put Caitlyn Jenner on the fucking cover, do it. But don't put her on the fucking cover with the Where Are They Now? We all know where the fuck she is.
Yeah, she got a show.
She got a show. If you want to do something,
Mary Lou
she should
Retton?
say, Where Are They Now? And you should have Bruce Jenner's loaf. That's what we want to find out.
Word.
Where is Bruce Jenner's loaf? We haven't heard from Bruce Jenner's loaf in a few years. Do that, and then do like Cedric Maxwell. Do that, and do like Nick Fotiu from the New York Rangers. Do mix it up with that. But Caitlyn Jenner, we know where the fuck she is. We can't get rid of her. Day after day after day. I'm offended as a longtime subscriber that you would try to put her on the cover as the Where Are They Now person. We know good and well where the fuck Caitlyn is. So do you.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Everybody knows where the fuck she is.
That's a slap in the face, man. That's like
there's a slap in the face of like, there's so many athletes that we could say, Where Are They Now?
Mary Lou Retton.
Chris Chambliss.
They are just inundating us with this. Man, this cat is bugging, man. I'm enough for him, man.
I know you made your transition. Do your thing. Get a life.
No,
get a personal life. Develop do your thing. Why you want to live out? Did you get a transition to become famous? Like, did you get a transition as a career revival? Go away. Chill. Get to know your new self. And Caitlyn talks about Bruce like the person, like it's somebody she knew that doesn't exist anymore. Yo, what are you talking about?
Right. Yo, he didn't complete that transition. He didn't complete that. When you get that operation, that's when I give you the credit that you're a woman. You can't be saying you're a woman and you got that appendage. That don't fly with me.
Yeah, and I just don't understand, like, what was your agenda? What was your agenda?
To get money.
To get that money.
Get money, like Bruce Jenner, I'm a lady. Man, that's a windfall.
Yo, I wanna make sure that we acknowledge the tragedy that happened in Istanbul, Turkey. This is just horrible to find out. So many of these incidences keep on happening, and sometimes you might not even acknowledge it because it's become sort of like, oh, it was a flood. It was a car accident. Like, it's just become sort of like part of our everyday life. And it's just, I just want to just acknowledge it, for the tragedy. It broke my heart. It just hurts. And it's frightening to think that this is going on all over the world and all the people over there and the foreigners and the tourists and all that stuff. So, I just wanted to just acknowledge that.
I got something.
What do you got?
This is all Loafs Matter. A man pierced his loaf as some teenage rebellion, right? So he got like piercings in it.
Right.
So it was like 6 of them in his loaf.
Oh, fuck.
He got them all out except one.
Ugh.
He couldn't get the last one out, so he cut it out with a razor blade, right? And of course it got infected, right? So his loaf basically rotted away.
Ugh.
But the thing about it is, I never looked at as a teenager or whatever, I never looked at my loaf as something to dress up like a fucking Christmas tree. It's just to eliminate your waste and the other thing we all know about. But
this isn't a fucking Barbie doll. Like, what are you doing?
Good for you.
He thinks like, oh, I'm freaky deaky. You're not. You stupid, you dumb motherfucker. you getting piercings all up in your loaf. I don't know if this should be all Loafs Matter because this guy, he did it to himself. Is this guy qualified? Like, should he be in the All Loafs Matter campaign?
Yeah, he needs to know that, they matter. They're not for piercing and stomping and mutilating.
Damn. All Loafs Matter.
Something else. You know that they got self-driving cars now, right?
I'm not fucking with that.
Well, you shouldn't because it was a fatal crash. A guy was driving and the car, they tell you, always keep your hands on the steering wheel. So Money's looking out the window and doing all this fly shit. And then, of course, it crashes and he loses his life.
Damn, he died?
Yeah. It's that high-tech bullshit.
Damn.
I'm not with all that. How hard is it to drive?
Yeah, I'm not with that either. Listen, if you're rich enough to get a self-driving car, you're probably rich enough to get a driver to drive you around. I'm not with all that. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Damn, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, man. And we got some no good judges too, man.
They just keep coming.
Check this one out.
Oh, fuck.
I call this the war report because this is like part of the war on black people. So this war criminal and no good Pennsylvania judge, Mark Civarella, was sentenced to 28 years in prison for selling black teens to prisons. He was caught taking money from the builders of jails in exchange for black bodies. He would preside over the cases and then railroad the black teens into those jails, kids for cash. So his savage attorneys had the nerve to ask for a reasonable sentence, saying he's been punished already. Now he got 28 years in jail.
The judge?
The judge.
The no good
The no
judge.
good judge. Good.
You fuck you. You fuck you.
Now you got to deal with those same cats, and you're going to be someone's girlfriend in there. Fucking good for you.
Yeah, you're going to have that Wonder Bread bag, bag treatment.
Yes.
All right, this is the Iron Rapaport podcast. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Play It, a new podcast network featuring radio and TV personalities talking business, sports, tech, entertainment, and more. Play it at play.it.
We got a little clip of Stan Van Gundy. I haven't heard from him in a while. I don't know where he went. After the season, he kind of just goes away. He doesn't deal with the draft. Apparently, he's been in Greece. Greece is a hotbed for traveling especially now with the economy all fucked up. So we got a little clip from Stan Van Gundy, rambling, at times incoherent, Stan Van Gundy, and we'll play that for you now. Listen, I want to find out who the Pistons drafted in the first round. I got no idea who they picked. I'm trying to find out who they picked. I don't deal with these things. I'm down here in Greece with Jimmy Spanarkel and Sidney Moncrief. We got off the plane a week ago. I haven't had clothes on since. Some days I wear a loincloth. It makes the kids at the basketball clinics very uncomfortable. I don't understand, Everybody's uptight about nudity. I prefer to be nude. I ran a practice in Orlando. I was naked. The players didn't seem to mind, but I got a letter from the league, so I decided to dress up. I don't know. We're having a good time down here in Greece. We're in Greece. We've been drinking and a lot of absinthe and popping Ativans. Spanarkel's a crazy son of a bitch. He snuck in some Captain Crunch and Doritos so we don't gain too much weight. It sucks. It sucks the alcohol, but I'm banged up down here. I'm trying to find out who won the fucking finals this year. I don't know who won the finals. Anybody know who won the finals? Anybody tell me who won the finals? Who was it? What is it? Oh, okay. Moncrief got arrested a couple of days ago. I haven't seen him. We haven't tracked him down in about a week. But you guys should come down here and podcast down here. It's a great place, Greece. I don't know if you've ever been, but it's a fantastic place. Anyway, listen, you guys, I like what you're doing, and maybe you could send me. I was looking to try to get some weed. They don't smoke a lot of grass down here. I was saying maybe you could send me something. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. All right, this is the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. We're proudly sponsored by Casper Mattresses. Casper is an obsessively engineered mattress at a shockingly fair price. Free shipping and returns in the U.S. and Canada. You could try a Casper mattress for 100 nights, risk-free in your own home. If you don't love it, they'll pick it up and refund you everything. It's made in America. Casper understands the importance of truly sleeping on a mattress before you commit, especially considering you're going to be spending a third of your life on it. It's a special offer to the listeners of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Get $50 toward any mattress. $50 off towards any mattress. Visiting www.casper.com/Rapaport. Using the promo code Rapaport, RAPAPORT. Terms and conditions apply. Monetti, how do you love your Casper mattress?
I love the Casper. It fixed my back. And, they got a lot of imposters out there that are copying Casper, so that kind of tells you
Stop biting.
that they are the leader in this.
Go to Casper.com, CASPER.com. Remember to use the promo code Rapaport. Save $50 off any mattress.
Man.
What's up?
I want to get this quick thing in right quick.
Do your thing. You're the 2015 podcast co-host of the year. Do what the fuck you want.
I'm hearing a lot about this Becky with the good hair, all this stuff. I want to put an end to this shit.
Go ahead.
Becky with the good hair. I didn't know hair had moral qualities.
Say it again, G. Monetti.
Becky with the good hair. I didn't know hair had moral qualities.
Yes.
Keep that self-hatred shit to yourself. We, as black people, are trying to rid ourselves of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, who taught you your hair is bad because it's a different texture?
Right.
God made it, so it's all good.
Yes.
That's what I want to say.
I like that, G. Monetti. I like that shit. It's no surprise that you won the 2015 podcast co-host of the year.
Word.
Is Joakim Noah coming to the Knicks? Did they sign him?
I don't know, but it's in the paper and it kind of looks that way, yo.
Yo, I hope the Knicks get him. Although I feel like I hope he's healthy. I hope D Rose is healthy. We're gonna have the Garden will love Joakim Noah. He's from New York. He plays with so much energy. He's unselfish and with the fucking the triangle, which passes through the big man. He's one of the best passing big man in the league for sure.
Yeah.
I heard that they instead of doing the triangle offense this year, the Knicks might do the ouch my ankle hurts offense. I heard that one. I thought that was great. I didn't make that up. But this free agent shit, these guys they're gonna get so much money. Kevin Durant, LeBron James, they all deserve it. Hassan, Whiteside, DeRozan, Conley, Horford, Dwight Howard, D-Wade, all of them.
Let's talk about the alpha males. The guys, I think LeBron, you can go. You didn't say you were going to win 3 championships. You did it for Cleveland. They haven't won in 50-something years. Now, you can go wherever you want to go, and they won't call you a black fuck, and they won't burn your jerseys down.
Yeah,
they
but
won't burn you.
At this point, why would he go? He's got a better chance to win in Cleveland than going somewhere else. They just won. Like, why would he start again? You're not going to just, even with the Miami Heat, it took 1 year. Why would he put himself through that? Why not try to go back to back?
Well, that win has a little controversy in it because of what happened with Draymond.
That's true. But I just don't see him. I understand what you're saying. I don't see him going. Look, moving itself is a pain in the ass. And then, there's no guarantee, like the Miami Heat, like why would he would go back to Miami? I think he's going to stay. I think he's going to stay in Cleveland for a little bit of time. They're going to be contenders next year. It's all based on injuries and all that. He's the only guy in the NBA who's never been injured. Knock on wood. I hope he never does get injured. But it looked like that when he almost made that dunk in Game 7, he broke his wrist and then regrew a new wrist by the time he shot the second free throw. I don't know. This guy's incredible.
Yo, Chris Paul, they're on that banana boat again, right?
Yeah.
Chris Paul, all them cats got championships, man. I don't know how you feel, but it ain't all about barbecuing and eating wings and all that, because your career is going and you ain't got no championships. I think you should try to link up with one of these cats, man.
If I was him, I would do that. But LeBron doesn't need to go anywhere. Like, at this point, they should come to LeBron. But, I mean, it's a matter, you want to win a championship or do you want to live in Cleveland through the winter? Because that's a fucking sacrifice. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's going to be fun, the free agents. There's a lot of big names on there.
KD should stay in OKC.
Yeah, he
That's
ain't going
a contending
nowhere.
Team. Why leave that?
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. He's going to stay there. They're improving. They got Oladipo or Oladipo, whatever. I don't know how to say his name.
Stop dancing, and maybe you'll win.
You could cut just a little bit more focus because you guys came close. That's a fucking team. What else is popping up in Mr. Monetti? I feel like I had some other stuff I wanted to tell you. What's the progress of the Bronx Gloom Tomb?
Well, my crew, Ding Construction, we got the permits, and now we're really in gear, and this thing is going to be done, we'd say, within 3-4 weeks.
Wow. Okay.
So we rocking, man. And I want to give a shout out to my man Dink and Gloria Alvarado, who are spearheading everything, and they're really great with this stuff, man.
Yo, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, we went platinum, okay, and we are having a platinum party, and it's coming in August. We don't have the exact date, but it's coming in early August. It's coming in LA, and it's happening. So just know it's popping off. And as we said, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast Platinum Party is going to be all hip-hop that went platinum, okay? So there'll be the good, the bad, and the non-forgiving. The majority of the shit that went platinum is dope, but there's going to be some shit in there where you're like, golly, damn.
One verse.
Huh?
The DJ will play just one verse of that, and then we DJ to the next one.
But it has to be only records that went platinum. So obviously a lot of stuff that we love won't be on there, but there'll be a lot of bangers on there. There'll be, I think DMX went platinum, of course, Hove, Puff, there's gonna be a lot of 90s shit because that's when people were popping off and platinum. So Biggie went platinum. Snoop Dogg, Dre, a lot of shit went platinum.
Yes. And speaking of hip hop, I decided to put in Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop by Diamond D just to kind of listen to it again. And that was like a groundbreaking record. So. It's such night and day, the artistry of that than what you hear today. And you could tell that this guy, Diamond, really loved the craft of making hip hop. Meaning, it's not like they're mostly, the samples are mostly loops. It's not like the breaks are chopped up and rebuilt. So that shows you the level of crate digging and finding records that you really have to sit down and listen to. You know, like tons of records you have to sit down and listen to.
Live with them.
Right. Day after day, and then figure it out how you're going to do this and put it all together. So that shows you got to have a genuine love for music to create an album like that.
Remember the first scene in Straight Outta Compton is what? Dr. Dre, the Dr. Dre character, listening to, I believe it was Everybody Loves the Sunshine, laying in his room listening to all his records.
Yes.
If you don't love it, you're never going to be great at something. It doesn't matter what it is.
All those samples, all those beats that we heard were never heard on any other record. I didn't hear, and I'm a music head. I never heard none of those breaks, none of those artists, the way they were flipped, classic shit, and it shows love for the art of making it, and just music in general, because you have to love music to like beat shop and go all over the world and collect records and bring them back home. And man, that's what real hip hop is about to me, man.
Stunts, blunts, and hip hop. Diamond D, rock that shit. Put it on your headphones. Put it in your car, uninterrupted. Classic hip hop. Yo,
Absolutely.
What do you think of this, G? Because I was thinking about this is too far out for me to get a Sick Fuck of the Week award. But I just wanted to hear what you think of this. A Minnesota man decapitated his girlfriend's alleged rapist. He beat him with a baseball bat, stabbed him in the back and the stomach, and then decapitated the fucking guy and threw his head in the woods. They took this guy, you know, they caught him, and now obviously he's going to jail. But he had caught the guy who allegedly, they don't know for sure, allegedly raped his girlfriend, and this is what he did. What the fuck?
Man, that's love there. Shit.
She must have some good yeah, because, man, I don't know, man. I mean, shit. I mean, like you always
He's not
think
gonna
like,
see her again.
yeah, fuck. She gonna be out with the next man, you know, when she gets her head together. No pun intended, because decapitated, you get it. Anyway, all right, Monetti, listen. It's the 4th of July episode. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. We're doing big things. Miles, take us out with something funky and enjoy yourself. Listen, don't be like Jason Pierre-Paul. Don't fuck around with no M80s. I don't know what do they have out there. They got backbreakers. They got all kinds of stuff. Leave it alone. Leave it to the professionals. Go to the pier. Go to the lake. Let the professionals deal with the fireworks. Don't try to get cute with the fireworks.
One more thing before we get out of here. I want to give a special shout out to my man Jesse Williams for articulating what cats have been feeling since the 1920s.
Yes. Jesse
Thank
Williams,
you, bro.
actor, and I didn't know he was on it like that. I know Jesse Williams. I played ball with him. I didn't know he was like so socially like involved. So that shit took me by surprise. But that was a very powerful speech at the BET Awards. The BET Awards also had the first real quick sneak preview of the New Edition movie that I'm in. I play the hook-nosed Jew manager that just tries to squeeze every fucking penny from these little bastards. It's based on a couple of true characters. Great actors, young actors in it. My man Wood Harris is in it. And Chris Robinson, excellent director. It's coming next year. 3-part series on BET, but I didn't know they were showing the trailer, but they did, and it's gonna be fun. I mean, New Edition is iconic group. We'll get to them later. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast, and we do what it does.